While treatable, many blood cancers and disorders are very frustrating to treat and deadly because it's difficult to find a donor. Be the Match tries to help solve that problem, and the program's helped a University of Alabama employee who works right here in this very building. Rachel Harris is here from Be the Match to tell me more about it. Rachel, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about our guy, our co-worker who works here with us at Pfeiffer Hall that is having this really tough time.
Yes, Gray actually has a very rare type of blood cancer. And so in order for him to have a cure, he needs a bone marrow transplant. And that's where Be the Match steps in. When patients don't have a matching donor in their family, they turn to the Be the Match registry. And our registry, we have over 10 million potential donors that have signed up and said, we're willing to donate if we're ever found to be a match for a patient in need. And thankfully, Gray has a matching donor on the registry, and so his transplant is scheduled for next month. But sometimes patients wait months and even years before they can find a matching donor.
Now, we've had people on the show in the past talking about blood marrow transplants, and I think one of the things that people don't understand is they hear blood transplant and they think, oh, A, B, O, universal donor. That's not it at all. Blood marrow is very different, and the genetics behind donor and person who needs to receive it have to be very, very close.
They
correct?
do, and it's actually based on tissue typing, not blood type, which is very complex. And so you're most likely to match with someone from your same ethnic background. So that's why there is a need for minorities and other ethnic groups to come out and sign up, because it's definitely harder for them to find a match. But as weird as it is, only about 30% of the time do we have a matching donor in our family. So even, your siblings may not be a match where a complete stranger can be. That's
unbelievable. And we've had people on the show before. We've had a young man on, he's a minority member, and nobody in his family was a match. It was just staggering. And he's waiting, and he has leukemia, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Martin, yes, I work with Martin and his family, and he is still waiting. And it's okay right now because he's on chemotherapy that's keeping his leukemia in check. But he does need that transplant. So we definitely want to make sure he gets that transplant before his leukemia comes back.
Now, you guys are going to have a registry push, and that's happening soon. And you're going to try and raise a little money, too, because it's not cheap to get these people in and registered and tested to see.
Right. For every donor we add to the registry, it costs Be the Match $100, and that's really to do the tissue typing and then just the registry upkeep. So we are going to be raising money on Wednesday when we do the drive, and the drive is this Wednesday on Halloween, so it's easy to remember, from 10 to 3 outside Reese Pfeiffer and then also outside Ferguson Center. So we'll have tables set up and volunteers, and all it takes is about 5 minutes. Students can come by, they fill out a form and do a cheek swab. That's all it takes, and you could be the one to save somebody's life.
Not even any needles, just a little cheek swab.
No needles on Wednesday, no.
All right, super. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Be the Match Registry Drive is Wednesday, October 31st at Pfeiffer Hall and Ferguson Plaza. The fun starts at 10 a.m. You can find out more by calling 205-552-9371 or online at bethematch.org.